Welcome back to ManCave Garage Workshop. Today, I want to deal with this cabinet. This cabinet has been here for about 10 years, and stuff has been collecting up there for that long. There's stuff up there we didn't even know we had. The problem is, it's too far up. I'm short, my wife's short, so if you want to get it, you gotta get a ladder. And plus, my car parks here most of the time. So when I'm home and the car's in the garage, you can't even get up there. So therefore, there's stuff in there that we don't even know we have. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to clean that out. We're going to build a couple of small cabinets to put all that stuff in that's more accessible in the garage, where even if the cars are in the garage, we can still get to it. And so you've got a little bit of space. This is good for you. So I'm not buying big sheets of plywood for this. This is a real easy job. One trip to the big box store and you can get what you need. We're going to buy, instead of having to cut big sheets of plywood, we're going to buy the 1x6s and 1x8s in order to keep that trip without having to rent a truck. We're also going to get, for plywood, instead of getting big 4x8 sheets, we're going to spend a little bit more money and buy the 2x4 foot sheets. This way they can fit in the car. And so for a small project like this, it's worth doing. Also, as with every new project, you got to buy a new tool. So I've got something new to show you, which we'll look at later. As with most things I do, I did put together a set of plans for this. So here's a diagram of the two cabinets on both sides of the diagram. I am going to make these available on my website for a short period of time for a thank you for those who have been watching and subscribing. Appreciate it. After that, I will put them for sale for a very small fee. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and on to the show. Now, let's take a look at where I'm going to put the cabinets. Okay, so behind me is my rack of tools. So these are my shovels, my rakes, my pickaxe, things like that. I was hoping to build a shed and show you guys how to build a shed. Unfortunately, I checked with my HOA and I can't build a shed. So I have to squeeze everything I have in this garage. And because I make so much dust with my woodworking, I want everything covered as much as I can. Now, these racks here with the shovels and stuff, I won't close those in. But what I do want to do, as you can see, there's a lot of space here. So I want to close the gap here. I'm going to move these tools over so that I can gain some space here. And I'm going to move this vacuum over as well. And I'm going to put the cabinet right here in the middle. Here's another spot that if you have a 3-car garage like I do, where you have a double bay and a single bay, you'll have this wall right here. And because my garage, as you can see, this is offset a little bit, so my third car is set back just a bit. It provides this weird space here, which is somewhat unusable, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a cabinet that fits right here in between these garage. It's not going to be very deep, just deep enough to hold all that car stuff. So when we're washing cars, it's easy to access. As you can see, one trip, I didn't even fill up the car. So I'm going to take it all out and let's get started. This is 1/4-inch birch plywood, so I would recommend that you stick with the birch, because if you go with a pine or a Luan hardwood, those flex quite a bit. So you'll notice that this birch plywood really doesn't flex that much, and that's what you want, because some of this will be used for shelving. When you put stuff on that shelf, it's only going to be supported by 2 sides. So if you have heavy stuff sitting on that shelf, it will tend to warp, and this will give you the best chance to avoid that. So don't cheap out, get the birch. This is a cement block wall. Sometimes needs a little help, so I use one of these. Okay, yesterday I finished in a little bit of a huff because I miscut some of the plywood. So I had to take a breather, and now I decided instead of buying more plywood for the backing of one of the cabinets, I'm going to go without because that's going to be up against the garage wall, and so who cares? With that, I'm going to recut some of the plywood that I didn't screw up so I can have backing on one cabinet with the door panels on both. And so let's get back to it. To mitigate my frustration today, I printed out the instructions. So in the instructions, I've listed all of my cuts. So this time, hopefully I don't get frustrated today. So let's go cut the plywood and get to routing. Thanks for checking out this project at ManCave Garage Workshop. Don't forget to pick up the plans. They do include both size cabinets in the plan, so they are free for a limited time, and then you can get them off my website for a small fee afterwards. So thanks again. Check us out, ManCave Garage Workshop, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.